Hi. Who's in the room with me? Say hey if you're in the room with me. Hi. What's that? Bird? Bird Brit? How are you doing? Because I'm just needing to know what you're up to, full stop. Do you mind sending me a photo so I can see what you look like? I'm over here working at the same time. I'm doing good. I'm just doing some work. So does that mean that you're able to accommodate visitors at any given time without interruptions? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm texting right now. And the flow is okay, but I'm voicing my text because I'm live here on YouTube, so I'm voicing my text. The only cocktail that I would want available is the one that you can provide, full stop. The only cocktail. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I hate texting. I hate voice. Well, not hate. This is one of the reasons why I don't recommend voicing. The only cocktail that I would recommend is the one that you can provide. Comment, do you get my drift? So, I'm texting right now. I text on 4 different platforms. Well, it's one company, but this one company, the company that they work with, gives me 4 different platforms to work at the same time. And so I am working 3 of them because one of mine is not working. I don't know why. But Dior came on and Dior messaged me under one of my videos asking me, like, saying to me that um, when a customer asks what's your address, she just logs out. So she literally just sends like 50 messages a day, which I would recommend that you send 100 messages at least per day. It's up to you. You can type how fast you want to type. Just try to answer the question in a timely manner before someone else grabs it from you. But here we have 5 minutes. There's a timer. We have 5 minutes to respond to the questions. So this person just says, so you don't want to talk in person then? Like your message said, quick change in direction. And this is so he's basically accusing me of not wanting to meet him in person, blah 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 blah, blase blase, which we know that's not gonna be possible. So here goes. It is not that I don't want to, it is just that I need to know something about you first, full stop. It's so wrong of me to try to secure my safety, question mark. So that's what I said. With this one, like I said, I voice it because I'm on here with you guys. Yeah, the more text you send, the more money. So I wouldn't suggest sending 50. I wouldn't suggest trying to avoid questions. I would suggest trying to push through them, but I do understand the feeling of, not wanting to do anything to lose your job, especially if it's your only source of income, which is one of the reasons why I tell people try and get multiple sources of income, because having just one source ain't gonna cut it. All right. He says, yes, no chat, let's F. Right? So I'm gonna say yes. I am glad to see that you're eager, but if you want to jump into the sack right away, why didn't you just send me a picture and told me your name right out the gate? Question mark. Like honestly, I just finesse these people like I'm finessing somebody I in real life. Just basically, this is what I do. I will swallow if you will. Full stop. Is it something that you enjoy thoroughly? Question mark. How big on you are you with foreplay? So basically, like, okay, so she was saying that men are aggressive in general everywhere. It don't matter. Men, you're gonna have some that are really soft and meek, but the aggressive ones are much more prominent and more bold and more more in general than the ones that are gonna be very nice and respectful. But here I found somebody who is talking about he's respectful and he's trying to be nice and respectful, and that he loves to joke around with his date, blase blase. Okay, so he gave me his name, so I just logged that. I logged his name because that's one thing to help to keep up. You need to log their names. Um, I am gonna have a series where I actually show you the screen and I show you my exact tips and tricks when it comes to sending out answering these questions. I'm gonna be putting all of that on my Patreon. So I'm doing this right now. I don't know if after I'm done this, I'm gonna go and put it public. If I'm gonna make this public, because after I'm done, it's gonna go straight to private. So I don't know if when I'm done this live broadcast, if I'm gonna go ahead and make it public. But what I am going to do is I am gonna put a more detailed, structure where you can actually see the screen, because you can't see the screen. You can't see my. The truth is, you can't see my screen on YouTube because there's some things going on my screen, because these people be sending pictures back and forth, and these pictures are very exotic. So I will be doing I don't know how I'm gonna be doing it yet. Like, if I have enough people on my Patreon, I probably do like a Zoom meeting and do the whole show my screen and everything, where you get to see my screen and you get to actually work with me, and you get to see what I'm seeing and see what I'm doing, and just get to see everything and how I handle what questions and what come across and what they say. But there's literally a million ways to respond to a message. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. There's a million ways to respond to these messages. And there's a million ways to say the same thing. There's literally a million ways. But if you're frustrated and your mind is tired and it's not going to come to you that easily. So I'm going to have a video like that up on my Patreon. Everything that I talk about in terms of YouTube is going to be transferred to my Patreon. It's just going to be a little bit more explicit, where a lot more information is given. But basically, I was asked a question. How do no, I wasn't asked a question. I was she said, your said that, basically when she gets a question asking, what's your address, she just hops offline. And I responded to her with a multitude of ways in which to respond. No, with the texting, I get paid monthly. So I responded to her with multiple ways to respond to the whole address idea. And that was just, just blurting out a few stuff that was coming to mind while I was responding to her message. So I don't think it's really hard, but then again, I've been doing this for such a long time that it's kind of, like second nature kind of thing. I don't know. I appreciate you so much for giving me your location. But may I ask you, what are the stars at the end of your messages about? Question mark. You're just responding to a message that I sent you. Why would you suggest that I'm only into sexting? Question mark. See, there's an illusion on this that you need to be sweet and meek. You don't need to be sweet and meek. You just need to be try to be respectful and try to be polite. Same person. Okay. Hi, Mike. Come on. I appreciate you being as honest with me as possible, and I do agree with you. I would like to get to know you. Full stop. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Question mark. Let me see what you said there. What other platform are you gonna do it on? What platform are you currently doing it on? Okay, Kama. So we are in the same direction. It is just that I'm not 40 minutes away from Ottawa. Full stop. I'm a little bit closer. Full stop. So which means you're a bit closer to me. Full stop. What are you doing right now? Question mark. So there, I just use one of my go-to questions because I got at a blank right there. Like I forgot what I was gonna say, so I just use one of my go-to questions to keep it pushing. I don't know that one. Chatterop. I don't know that one. Yeah, with every one of these companies, you have to do it because they want to know that you are able to answer the questions and that you're bringing a whole unique vibe to the questioning. Yes, Kama, you can leave it to me to set everything up. Hold on. Why did my thing just pause? Oh, to what? What did they? What was it before, and what did they lower it to? My thing is covered in cat hair. It was 20 cents a message. Now it's 13 cents. Well, girl, you lucky. You lucky. I'm in my tattered up nightwear because I love this so much. But I have to cover up because I didn't want my titties popping out. Yeah, so I put this thing on that is covered in my cat hair that I need to get cleaned off of my cat hair. But anyways, you lucky because some of us out here getting paid 10 cents. Some of us getting paid 10 cents. Like the some of us getting paid 5 cents. Like all right, for the platform that I'm on, it pays you 5 cents per message before you get to 2001 messages, and then after 2001 messages it pays you 6 cents per message. So once you get to 2001, then all of your messages become 6 cents per message, so you lucky. um the next one is, what's the next one? Let me tell you. The next one is they pay you 4 cents to all the way to um 11 cents per message. So you lucky. You lucky. That's the next one. That's the other one that's like Texting Factory and the other, texting companies. I can't remember their names right now. So girl, you lucky. The other platform, because the other platform that my company runs, that's the thing. I don't know the amount because they have three platforms. I don't know the amount for the third platform because I didn't really check that out. But you lucky. That's one of the reasons why I don't if I don't feel like working, I don't work. I don't kill myself. Like if I don't feel like sending a message, I don't kill myself to send the message. That's the reason why. Like camming is my major thing. Yeah, because Dior works for Texting Factory and she's having issues with Texting Factory right now because she's saying that they're getting so strict and blase blase. But they have to get so strict because the persons who owns these websites that the men are actually signing up on, the persons who own these websites, um they before they used to outsource the job to a bunch of Chinese and people who couldn't speak English, right? So the messages were all construed and distorted and just wasn't good quality messages. So and Texting Factory was one of the first companies who had the opportunity to do that, and they basically fucked it up with having all of these people, these non-English speaking people who can't construct an English sentence properly. And oh, people were saying that they weren't getting paid. So because of that construct, then they had to, they were put like under a red flag. So these companies pull the account from them. So they had to do a whole revamp and a whole rehaul. So right now, the company that I'm working with is the top company for these company to go to get workers to come in and send messages for them on their behalf. But I guess some people, here's the thing, I work with Texting Factory and every week I got my pay. I did not once I didn't get paid. So obviously as it relates to how they get paid, they didn't set up their payment situation correctly, and that's the reason why. And if you're fired before you get to the threshold, which I think the threshold is $50, if you get fired before you get to this threshold, they don't pay you out. um and they don't pay you out mainly because, hey sweetie, and they don't pay you out mainly because it is um the money transfer blase blase, but you just have to reach the payment threshold, which is $50. And if you get fired before then you're not going to get that. So you probably have people arguing because they didn't get, their little 40 or $20 that they made. The link for the company that I work for is in my other video. I have an entire video about it. The video is called How I Made 120, I think 123K in a month. And I made it clear in the video that that 123K was in Jamaican dollars, not in US dollars. You have the ability to make any amount that you want to make, but you just got to put in that work. So, you know, on that video too, I had a lot of people like calling me fraud because I said I made 123K. And I'm like, no, I'm not a fraud. You just stupid because you on here, you seen strippers and they're telling you that they're making 10K, 30K a month. I mean, like, have common sense. If I was making 123K US dollars per month, what the fuck am I doing on YouTube? Like, gain some sense. Stop being stupid. If I see someone put out, I made 133K. When I see someone put up, I made 50K, I'm like, 50K, what currency is that? That's the first thing that comes to mind. And I go check it out to see what currency it is, and if it's like this currency, I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense, and move on. I don't go calling the people who made the video a fraud because they legit state how much they made in their currency. Like, the fuck? Yeah, I put it there to get the attention. I put it there for people to want to watch. But at the same time, it's like, exercise your cognitive thought process and think for 2 seconds. Like, if this was really making 100 and I paused there because I was like, if this B was making 123K, what the is she doing on YouTube? Nah, bitch, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I'd be I'd be probably in a rocket ship with Jeff Bezos heading to space. Because at this point, traveling the world it would be overrated. Like, at this point, traveling the world would be overrated for real. But yeah, you can go find that link in the description box of that video for the company that I work with. I can't make any promises though. I just work with the company. I don't own anything for the company. I just work with the company and I drop my tips as to what I do to make whatever amount I want to make or send whatever amount of messages I want to send. So you're telling me that you're willing to do anything that I want to do in order to receive an orgasm of your own? Question mark. Like, I'm kind of cleaning up my lingo too for YouTube. Right. They making it sound like bait and switch. You're duck. And how much time do you think you would have once you get away from her? Question mark. Go ahead and send me your picture. Full stop. Um, it depends. Like, the most amount of hours, it all depends. The most amount of hours I think I actually spend on a site is probably 7 hours in terms of texting. 6 to 7 hours I spend texting. Once it starts to get tedious, I stop. That 6 or 7 hours can last all day because I don't sit around the computer or lay around the computer for 6 or 7 hours. Like I said in previous videos, what I do is I am on the video. I am here and I have my cam turned on, which I do have my camming turned on right now. Yep, my camming is on and live. And so I usually work for an hour or an hour and a half, then I take a break. And then after I take a break, after an hour and or an hour and a half, I take a break. I probably take an hour or 2 hour break depending on how I feel, and then I go back for another, hour and a half. So that's how I work it. So my 7 hours are stretched out with in the whole 24-hour period. Like today, I really didn't feel like working, so I didn't work. I was gonna power through some messages, but in you know but I was scrolling through TikTok, just idling my time. There's a storm out. It didn't hit us, but it blew past us. Um, but yeah, so I said with the message that I got, with the message that I got, it's with the comment that I got. Hold on, I'm looking for it for you. With the comment that I got, um, I say, you know what? Let me just go live. Let me just go live and play around with these messages while I'm live. So you guys can actually see how I work. But if I'm supposed to like power through and make the amount of messages that I make, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to my page, you're gonna go to, because I can tell you ABC and then you go search that up. It's ABC what? I'm trying to remember if it's called ABC. Just text, you can just type in Google text chat ABC. But if you go to my page and you go to videos and you scroll down, you will see it where it says cam model work from home online job, how I made 120K in whatever hours. Let me show you. Oh, shite. It's this one right here. Can you see it? Let me. Can I switch the camera around? Yeah. Come on, switch the camera around. It's this one right here. And the link is below that video. The link is in the description box to this video, so it will take you directly to the company that I work with. And this is my platform. I can show you the guy's face. I wouldn't want the guy to, this is the platform. This is the top of the platform. You can see that's, that's my portal. This is my portal. I will show you my portal. As you can see, I have not sent many messages this month. I'm not on the top here. Somebody's on the top there. I'm not on the top here because I'm not getting a lot of messages here. I am on the top up here, but I need to send some more messages. So this is where I'm at for the month already because I haven't been really working. I haven't been in the mood. This is the amount of money I'm at. And as I said, I haven't been really working. I haven't been in the mood. Normally I try to send like 500 messages a day, but recently let me show you. Let me show you what's going on here. Look, you see this? To show you that I haven't really been working. You see those 13 messages, whatever, blase 21? I haven't been really getting a lot of messages here. But over here, look at that. See? There is not even one on this page that says 100 messages. But, each day I work all 4. So, but this one now, you will see that I've made like, I sent 100 messages, 150. It was my birthday. The 1st of September was my birthday. So I decided that I was just not going to work that day. And then I worked the next day. So this is where the messages are the highest on. And since I started to show you that I can't really like focus, this is where I'm at. Like right now, usually I'd be at probably 60-40 messages already, 40-60 messages or something like that already. But I'm not there because I'm online with you guys. Once I get offline, though, I'm gonna power through and send a couple messages. This one is not working because when I do this, it's not. I don't know what's going on with it. They probably need to fix something. I don't know. I can't really go around showing the whole screen. Like I said, I'll be putting that information up on my Patreon, where I show the screen, show how I respond to whatever. All of that is going on my Patreon because Patreon I can be raw and uncensored. So that's where I'm going to do that. And a lot of the coaching is going to take place on Patreon as well. So you just pay one monthly fee and be able to, get coaching on Patreon. So like all of my tips and tricks will be on Patreon when it comes to camming, texting, and all of that. All the things that I can't share on YouTube is going to be on Patreon. Let us see. Hi, come. I appreciate you reaching out to me. Full stop. Do you think that you could send me a photo so I can see what you look like? Question mark. If you realize like saying send me a picture is a go-to, because if I don't see them send a picture, I would ask for that too. That is also another go-to question of mine, to ask them to send a picture to me or to tell me what their name is. So that's also like a go-to um question for me. What's your name? And uh send me a picture. Can you send me a picture? Will you send me a picture? Can you send me a picture? Why haven't you sent me a picture? Like, you see how I ask the same question in many different ways? I like a man that is confident, and I would really love to try your skills out. Full stop. And what are some of the things you would like me to do for you? Question mark. So, mhm. Like this, like just like how, like, okay. So someone asked me as well, how did I say hey? You come in, say hey, um, shoot your question. You can ask me anything. Any question relating to camming, texting, whatever. Um, and I will respond to you. But what was I gonna say? I lost track of the last thing that I was gonna say. I don't freaking remember. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say now. So what I was gonna say, let me log this. This dude is into a lot of things. At this point, I would love nothing more but to find out how handy you can be. Full stop. How often would you like to show me your skills? Question mark. Okay, so I think I remember what I was gonna say. All right, so someone asked me, how is it that I do texting and webcamming at the same time? This is exactly how I do texting and webcamming at the same time. The only difference is, um, like how I have to alternate between both streaming here and texting here. I don't have to do that. I just run straight through until I hear my little doorbell, ding dong, and then I pause everything here and I go to my camming, and then I do my cam show. Once that's done, I get back on the texting and I start texting again. And even though I do it that way, I still manage to make 500 messages a day, just because a lot of the times, say for example, I decided I'm going to work for an hour and a half, and within that hour and a half, like my first 30 minutes, someone come in my cam room. I work the cam room for however long, probably half an hour or whatever. So when I go back on, I just work for an hour and then I take a break after that, if you understand the dynamics. So I kind of fit that 30 minutes in as if it was my break that I would have taken, after texting, because I can deal. Oh my God, I didn't take my vitamins. I just remember I keep my vitamins here so I can remember to take them, and I did not remember to take it. Like, are you even working? It's B12 and it's a chewable. Mm. It was a pleasant surprise to open my inbox and see that you have sent me a message. But I am curious to know who sent me this message, full stop. Would you mind sending me your picture and telling me your name? Sometimes I ask the two questions in one. I like to send me a picture and tell me your name. And other times, I'll just ask one of the questions. Like, if I say, okay, I want to find out whatever you're doing. Yeah, Jazz, you did. How you doing, baby girl? Okay, let me log. Well, believe it. Come on. Would you mind telling me what kind of relationship you're hoping to set up on here? Question mark. So, Grammarly told me to take out the on and just leave here. So, I just did that. So, like I said, I'm voicing right now because, sorry about that. Don't forget to thumbs up. Does it bring you pleasure whenever you are satisfying a woman? Question mark. I would really appreciate knowing what you look like if you don't mind. Full stop. So you see here, instead of asking them to send me a picture, I just basically suggested that I wanted a picture. That's because I already asked a question, so there's no need for me to ask another question. I just need to have one question in all my messages. But sometimes I ask more than one. It depends. But so sometimes my go-to question is not a question; it's a statement because I already asked a question. Thank you so much for the compliments. I appreciate it. Full stop. Will you be sending me something to admire? Question mark. Would really like to see you. Full stop. So see, and this guy's a liar because he's like he got three more tokens after this text, and he has 14. Because I can see how much tokens you have, but they don't know that. They don't know that. I have people come in. They be lying like a mother. Like, when you say you would like to have someone to get with very, very soon, exactly how soon are you talking? Question mark. All right. So if this one you realize I kind of spinned it, I kind of spin it on him because he was like, he wants to meet someone very, very soon. Obviously, he's been on here for a while. Obviously, he's been chatting to a bunch of girls. Obviously, none of them has planned to meet up with him. And obviously, I'm not one of the ones that's going to meet up with him either. So I basically, reconstruct what he said to me to suit me and ask a question. So I didn't do a lot of thinking there. I just basically used his words. Face picture. You are so handsome, but I wish I could have seen your eyes. Full stop. Can you retake one and send it? Hmm. Can you resend me another with your eyes shown? Question mark. Okay, so for this one, right, he sent a picture because obviously someone asked him for a picture. This is not my message. I'm reading the previous message. I didn't send this message. So obviously someone asked him to send his picture because his profile didn't have a picture up there. And so he sent a picture, but he was wearing the glasses in the picture. And he was like, okay, here is one. I hope you like it. It was taken about 2 weeks ago. There's no substance to the conversation there. And I wasn't going to read 20 questions back. So I just used the fact that he sent a photo with a sunglasses on. I just reused that fact to kind of reconstruct that and tell him that he's handsome. But I wish I could see his eyes. Can you resend me a picture with your eyes, or can you resend me one with another one with your eyes? And that's what I said. That's my question. I'm done. I click send. I'm done. Like that's how easy it is. You're absolutely right about that. But at the same time, I would need to know if you have any boundaries. Full stop. So, do you have any boundaries? Question mark. So basically, this person is saying, with someone with someone with your name and wisdom, you should be able to tell me how you are going to devour my virgin sea and tame its wildness to your desire. That's what he said. Like, you have people who will be struggling for us. I'm like, no, okay, well, you must have boundaries. What are they? Basically, that's what I'm asking. So that's how I do. I spin that and shift it back on him. Okay, so this one, my Australian page went haywire, so I'm not working with Australian anymore. So I'm just working two right now. So basically, that's That's it. Okay, a dry hello. There's no conversation before that. Someone just said hello. That's it. So you now need to create an entire conversation. I said hello. On my end, this profile is blank. So now I need to think of something out of thin air to say to this person. And that's one of the things, the reasons why they give you these tests is because they want to know that you do have a creative mind and that you can, basically talk yourself out of a situation. Hey, Kama. I'm flattered to see that you responded to my profile. Full stop. My name is Rachel. May I have your name? Question mark. And just like that, a blank, you know, conversation starters. Okay, so he's saying, let me tell you what he's saying. He's saying, I am ready to meet. But hey, here's another thing. Like, I can't even say nice to meet you because if I say nice to meet you, I'll be flagged. Even though literally I'm not, I'm meeting you on the site. That's it. You can't use meet in your like in your messages anymore. The word meet. You can't use it. Normally what you couldn't say was the sentence like do you want to meet up? You couldn't do that. But or I will meet you at this place. You couldn't say that. Now it's like they're saying you can't use the word at all. So I substitute the word for statements like get together or for other words like get together and stuff like that or want me or stuff like that. Right. And that's one of the reasons why people will think that the companies are picking on them is because they literally have a software where they put in words that you can't use. So a phrase that you can't use is come suck my even though you literally have transgender profiles on here. You still can't say something like, you know? But anyways, um so he's basically saying he's ready to meet and you I'm ready to meet you once talk. I only hope really want meat, yes or no. So he's basically backing me in a corner to say yes or no. And this is what I'm going to say. Uh, of course, I would like to experience what it would be like to have some fun with you, full stop. Will you tell me who I would be having this fun with? Question mark. That's it. So now I'm here. I'm waiting for messages. Messages has slowed down for a minute. I'll be getting message soon. But yeah, that's typically it. Now, like I said, because I'm talking, if I wasn't like focused on, responding to you guys and whatever, and I decided that I was gonna do my whole power session on here, then you would have seen me basically doing this. But like how I am waiting on this to come up, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set up my sets of 20s for the day and see if I can fill it out to get to 100 before I go to bed because I literally start working once I started this live podcast. So I sent 13 on US, so the top one is US. The second one is CA, which is Canada. So I sent 13 on US already, which, like I said, if I was powering through, I would have been way more than that already by now, honestly. But the next thing that I'm doing, you guys, listen, tell me if you're interested in this. So, I am doing a budget planner, a monthly budget planner. I am creating the budget planner from scratch. I'm not using nobody else's, you know, prototype or anything like that. Some people would just get a blank, budget planner and then put their logo on it. I'm not doing that. I am actually creating the budget planner for myself. And whew, I'm thinking because I'm gonna do hardcover copy, but right now it is all digital. It's not done yet, and I created it in Microsoft Excel. I did it for myself because I'm doing it for this month. I literally just paused, and I'm saying literally, like, I've been watching the Kardashians, and I've just been watching freaking TikTok, and they were playing a bunch of Kardashians. So I scroll on my feed, there was the Kardashian or some gossip about the Kardashian. I'm like, oh my fucking God, these people are rich. Like, why the fuck do you care so much? But then I remember, oh, this is how they make their money by talking about these people. Okay, okay, all right. Shut up. Move on. But, anyways, so I'm creating a budget planner. So let me know if y'all would want me to, when I'm done, to print up my budget planners and sell them. Because my budget planners are created for cam models and text chat operators and people who do, like this type of work. That's literally, and I'm saying literally again, that's what it's about basically. It anyone can use it. Anyone can use it. You don't have to be, you know, a cam model. You don't have to be a text chat operator. You don't have to be a phone sex operator. You don't have to be any of those. Anybody can use it from any freaking industry. But I believe that I've made it so simple to like set out your goals, set out your plans, and just basically set everything up. And I have it all here. So you have to be into budget planning. No, that's a thing. If you need to see where your money goes, like you literally need to see where your money goes. So for example, on the first page of my budget planner, you're gonna see, like, you're gonna have financial goals where you're gonna basically write your financial goals on that page, and then another page you're gonna have, and it's for the year. And on the other page, so I don't think I'm launching it next year because I still need to perfect it. I probably not launch it until like 2024 because I still need to make sure that I fine tune everything, seeing that I am creating it. And I'm trying to figure out, do I create it to be a digital book or do I create it to be a hard cover? Yeah, don't. You don't want to be, I don't know how old you are, but you don't want to be, I don't think you want to be in your 40s and wondering, where did all my money go? Or I'd never make any money. Because if you really sit back and think about it, you made a lot of money over the years. So, yeah. But so on the first page, it's going to have your financial goals where you're going to write your financial goals down. And then you're going to have your my financial strategies. So you're going to write out, you know, actions to earning more money, actions to spending less money. So basically, you're going to do reviews on yourself. Then the second page, you're going to have like a savings tracker where you can track your savings. So you can put down what you're saving for and the amount you need to save to gain whatever you're saving for, and your due date. Like, what date do you need to save this amount for, right? That's what That's a savings tracker part of it. Then you're gonna have a debt tracker. So you're gonna track like the name of your debt, the starting balance of your debt, so like how much your debt is, and the minimum payment that you're gonna make on your debt. And then the other part is gonna be like the date, the amount you're paying, and what you have remaining on that debt. So that's the it's gonna have a debt tracker. Then it's gonna roll into the monthly budget plans, where you're gonna see like um income, the amount your incomes. So you're gonna write down your income. So for me, my income would be camming, text chat, private shows, because sometimes I get paid through PayPal, coaching, and once Patreon kicks off, then Patreon would be going on that list. And I don't remember what else right now. And then the amount that I make from those for the month will be going in the amount section. Then I'm going to have my goals for the month, what kind of goals I want to achieve for the month. So, say for example, this month I decided I want to, you know, probably go on vacation. Then that would be my goal for the month, and then I'll write those down and then take them off as I go along. It can be small goals too. It doesn't have to be anything big. Then there's a part that's going to have your savings and investments. Like they say you shouldn't speak on things, you should just get it done and then, talk about it. But let me know if you would want me to, basically print out my my budget planner that I'm creating for myself. I'm creating it for myself for my personal, you know, use. You're committing. Okay, so you use an expense planner app. Okay, those can work. Those can work. I guess you could use an app. I thought about an app too, and I thought about downloading an app, but then I say it's still not going to be tailored for myself. So I wanted to tailor something for me. And then I say, oh, seeing that I'm tailoring for me, should I, ask other people if they want it? Because I'm going to tailor it for me. I'm going to, you know, do up my logos and everything, and I'm going to print it out and I'm going to have my own. But am I going to put it on the market to sell? I don't know. But I'm personally doing it for me. Um, then it has the month, of course. Then it has your expenses. So your expenses covers utilities, bills, groceries, eat out, cars, transportation, shopping, entertainment, miscellaneous, and those come with a total. Then I will have a monthly budget review in there. Um, I would have questions like, how did you meet your budget? Things you need to improve. My biggest wins. Next month's goal. Um, Stuff like that is going to be there. It's also going to have a part that has to do with like Christmas shopping, holiday, and a holiday section, so you can decide you're going to put money different for holiday. And then it's going to have your year summary at the end of it, so you can basically sum up the amount of money you spent for the entire year, as well as the amount of money you saved, and so on and so forth. So what am I missing here? So yeah, for the time being, that's definitely what I have in mind. That's what I'm doing for myself. So let me know if you would be interested in, once I'm done, if you would be interested in me putting it up for sale. I don't know if I'm going to be putting it up for sale, or I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Hmm. I need to go back into messages. Hit you with the bricks. But yeah, that those can work. Like if you can make an app work for you, then go ahead, make the app work for you. But I felt like I needed something tailored for me, so I went ahead and I created one. Like I got inspirations from other budget planners. I looked up budget planners. I looked for budget planners online. I looked at budget planners that they had on Amazon. Yeah. And I draw my inspiration. I drew my inspiration from there. I put what I wanted to put in and took what I wanted to take out of it. So what I find useful for me as a cam model, you know, um, the areas that I find useful for me, I put it into my spreadsheet, and then the areas that I find the ones that I find not to be useful or not necessary, I subtract it, I omit it, because I'm like, I wouldn't have no need for all of that. So you said a digital, I think digital would be best if you sell it. Digital would be best if I sell it. Probably. Let's see. Let's see. Because some people like the paperback, like the hardcover where they can write in. Because I literally love to write stuff down more than I love the whole digital scene. Hey, comma. Thank you for reaching out to me. Full stop. Can you send a photo of yourself? Question mark. I would love to see what you look like. I went blank on that message too, so that's why I sent that. That is really nice to know, but are you going to let me know who is would be calling me? Question mark. What is your name? Question mark. Like sometimes these starter messages be kicking my ass. Well, Adam, come on, I would kind of need to know who it is I would be sending an address to. Full stop. Are you requesting to have my personal address? Question mark. Name is Adam. So yeah, I think digital would be easy to send out, but you have people who prefer like to have the whole solid written stuff, and you also have um I really don't know how the dynamics of the digital one would be set up yet, so that's another thing. Because maybe if I do it digital, then I have to do it digital for you to print it. I don't know. And you would, I guess, you could print it month for month. But I'm still working out the kinks. I have time to work out the kinks because right now I just did it for myself. I can work with one and three, but for number two, is it a one night thing that you're looking for? He just basically lists his demands, and I spin his demands into what I want to spin it to. Face picture, face picture. My goodness, Dave has a lot to say. Dave has sent me a Bible, and it's reading in my ear. And as it's reading in my ear, I'm just picking out what I need to pick out and log it in the logbook. But Dave literally sent me the book of Dave, the erotic book of Dave. That's what he sent me. You are getting me so hot and bothered with this message, Dave.
Will you tell me some of the things that you would like me to do in order to return the favor? Question mark. So what I'm saying. Oh, you don't want to hear what they're saying. That is still to be determined, full stop. Is it that you are free every day and would be able to accommodate my setup? Question mark. Another word that I know you can't use with Texting Factory is schedule. Like you can't use schedule. Hey, comma, thank you so much for responding to my message, full stop. It took you a while, but I'm glad to see that you replied, full stop. Can you send me your picture? Question mark. Like I said, that question has never failed me because they don't have any photos on their profile. So that question has never failed me. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't intend to. Oh, I was wondering what the hell is going on. Why does this thing keep popping up? Hold on. Oh. So what are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to thumbs up my live. Hey John, comma, I'm in New York, but before I'm able to give you my city, I would need to know a little bit more about you for stuff. Are you willing to share with me? Question mark. That's another thing too. Like when they are specific, I look at their profile to see what state they're in and use that. And then it's all about spinning. You don't sound desperate to me. What you're sounding like is you are is frustrated. Full stop. How would you like us to handle this situation differently? Question mark. So he's just another one complaining about the girls not wanting to meet, blah 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 blah. So I just use his mind for 2 seconds. Oh, what are you doing with your hair? As adventurous as you would allow me to get with it, full stop. Is there anything that you would be against doing? What are you doing to your hair? Are you braiding it? Every time my hand touches that thing, it pops out. Ooh, that's annoying. And for that reason, I envy you that you're able to do whatever you want to do for the rest of the day, full stop. Would the thing that you want to be doing me? Question mark. Sometimes I'll have music playing. Like a lot of the times, let me tell you what I do. Like, okay, so like I'm here texting now, right? I bring up Netflix and then I make Netflix into this tiny little window and I move it to one edge of the screen just so that I can have a little white noise. I know exactly where you're coming from with that. Mm, my sinus is acting up. What are you guys watching on Netflix? Now that I brought that up, what are y'all watching on Netflix? Like for me, when I'm working, I just when I can't think of what I'm in the mood to have playing in the background, I literally just play Shrek over and over and over. I play Shrek, I think final chapter, the one with Rumpelstiltskin, and I play the first Shrek, which is Shrek itself. That's what I do. That's what I do. So right now I am. What are you guys watching on Netflix? Because I'm trying to find something right now to put in my ears as I work. Normally I would have done that already, but what is this? Oh, it says what you been on Vikings new releases. Let me answer this question real quick. Oh, it's not a question, it's a picture of his dingling. My dingling, my dingling. Wow, come on, this is an amazing photo that you sent to me, full stop. I love it so much, full stop. Now can you send me one of your face, question mark? Like I don't know why men think that women enjoy seeing their, and I guess they think that women enjoy seeing that because they enjoy seeing a woman's coochie cat. So because they enjoy seeing a woman's cootie cat, I think that they think a woman enjoys seeing their dingling because that's what they like to see. We don't really like to see it. We really don't. Like I don't know who needs to tell you, but we really don't really care. I'm not asking you to do that, as I'm not here to waste anyone's time, just as how I don't want my time to be wasted. Full stop. Can you send me your picture? Question mark. Like, can you make a note of how many times I asked somebody to send me their picture? If you would get paid $1 for the amount of time I tell somebody to send me their picture, you probably get $250, or maybe 300. Okay, watch again. I don't want no series. I want a movie. Should I put on the Adams Family? No. Mm-mm. Should I play Angry Birds? No, I'm gonna play Shrek. I don't know. That's my go-to. Give me a minute. Carson, what do you eat? What did you eat? You ready for it? I forgot I was in this bed. I have to do one thing. You might need to go to school tomorrow, so I think you might go to school tomorrow. So hmm? Really? Oh, maybe because the place was flooded because of the storm, so they turn off the water. Oh, so we had a major storm. Stormy baby, Stormy. Why did you fly past Jamaica, baby? Stormy baby. Why did you go past Jamaica, baby? Why did you fly Jamaica, baby? Uh huh. I hate when it does that. But yeah. So a lot of the areas in Jamaica has been flooded, like flooded to the max. And I just thank God of that. I'm grateful that I don't have to like suffer through some of the things that people have to suffer through when it comes to like flooding because they're in a low lying area. I'm on the hill area, so I'm freaking grateful, you know? Well, maybe we can start off with a friend with benefits kind of setup and see where things go from there. What's up? What do you think about that? Question mark. I think that's gonna be my go-to thing now. Whenever there's a storm out or a storm hit, I'm probably gonna be like, "Stormy baby, why did you hit Jamaica, baby? Stormy baby, why did you hit Cuba, baby?" Like, I think that's gonna be my new thing. Is that the only thing that you love eating? Question mark. Because I can think of a few other areas that would love the attention of your tongue. I don't know. Don't ask me how I come up with shit like this. Don't ask me. I just do. I be doing this a while. I just do. Be coming up with these shit. I can't tell Alexa to play nothing. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 8:12 p.m. Have a good night.
So I can't tell Alexa to play nothing because I don't want to be copyrighted because I may or may not make this video public after. And if I do decide to make it public, I don't want it to have any restrictions. Are you wanting me to send you a naughty photo or would you like to receive naughty photos of both of us? And if so, will you be returning the favor? Question mark. See? I need to do an updated video about YouTube as well. just because like I haven't done a video about YouTube because basically I am documenting my journey into becoming a monetized YouTuber because I feel like the YouTubers that are already monetized and have their millions of views or their whatever views, they make it seem like it is something that happens overnight. And if you're not already popular in some sense, like on another social media platform or something, it's just not gonna happen for you like that. Um, it's rare when it does happen when something does go viral for you because you can have the best quality videos out there, and if there's no one sharing your shit then you're not going nowhere. Simple. If nobody is seeing you then you're not going nowhere. So I'm gonna do that too because I want people to get the real deal behind, becoming a YouTuber. I'm not trying to scare anybody off. I'm just trying to make it realistic to let people know that if you're not into it for the long haul, don't do it. Because even though YouTube is considered passive income, you have to actually put in the work before it gets to being passive income. And 9 out of 10 times, you're gonna be working 24 hours to try and get your shit out there, just get it in front of people. So I really do appreciate you sending me your number, Dennis, but why didn't you send a picture so I can see what you look like? Question mark. Like, okay, so they reduced your are you I don't even know if you're still in the chat room with me, but I have a question for let me tell you who I have a question for. Birds. I hope I'm saying that right. If they're reducing the amount of money you get paid, right, per message, because Jazz, get this, how much do you get paid per message? I got a mom. How much you get paid per message from Texting Factory? Because Birds was saying that she gets 20 cents per message with the company she works with, that is. And you're gonna ask me what company is that, right, Jazz? I need to know too. So let me go back to the comments where she told me. It's called CHAT chat what? Mm. Chatter Op. Chatter Op. That's where she works. Chatter Op. Okay, so Berts, if you're still with me, do you said they lower the payment per message from 20 to 13, which is a lot. That's a significant amount. Um, did they also lower the amount of characters that you need to send per message, because I know that we need to send a certain amount of characters. Yeah, Jack, that's exactly. Oh, they don't pay you 11 cents no more. They just pay you because it used to be from five to is it 5 or 4 to 11 cents. So they don't pay you up to 11 cents no more. They pay you 9 cents. They pay you up to 9 cents. Which I think, what do you mean by you're with remotely? You're working from home, right? All of us are working from home. We're not working, um, we're not going out to a company to work. My ears itches. My ears itches. But anyways, I'm like, you lucky girl, cause we out here getting paid between X and X to send some messages. So you lucky. Like you lucky. Did they lower the amount of characters that you need to send, Jazz? Cause oh no, you still have to send. No, it wasn't you. It was. It wasn't you that worked for Texting Factory. It was Dior. I'm loving the sound of that already. Full stop. Hmm. I am loving the sound of that already. Are you going to send me a photo so I can see who I'm chatting with? How was that? What was that? Oh, okay. So you're on ABC 10 cent platform rate because I'm on ABC 5 to 6 cents platform rate. That's the other platform that I'm on that the characters are low. So I don't need to send 100 and something characters like you guys do. I need to send. They up the characters now to 90. So I get to send messages faster. But you know the effed up thing about all of this? The effed up thing about all of it is these people raise the rate on the client, like on the men have to pay like $1.50, 40 something cents to send one message. And they are paying what, the maximum 10 cents out of $1. Like, and I'm not saying that ABC is the one responsible for it, but shouldn't you negotiate a better deal since they have raised the amount that the customers are paying? Shouldn't you negotiate a rate with the company that owns the platform for them to pay you better so that you can pay your staff better? Like, why is the work getting more and the pay remaining the same? But I'm not gonna go ahead and get negative about it because it is what it is. I knew what I signed up for and I'm working with it. Would you be sending me a photo so I can see who it is I would be flashing? Question mark. I'm so excited to see that you responded. I'm probably gonna get off soon because I want to start power sending messages because I want to get to 100 messages before 8 o'clock. No, it's yeah, 8 o'clock. What is the specific talent that you have? Question mark. You have me so very intrigued with this message that you have sent me. I find it so funny. You know what? The so-called toxic masculinity trait. I find it so funny that a man would pay $1.40 per message to talk to a female and end up spending $3,000 in less than a month just to talk to a female on a site, right? They will spend that money, give that money to a site to talk to a female. But when a woman looks at these same men and tell them that, hey, if you want something with me, you gotta be supporting me financially. They have an attitude. Oh, but what do you bring to the table? What does these fucking sites bring to the table? What do these sites bring to the table? Because right now you're spending a buttload of cash to talk to somebody that you're not even talking to. The person you think you talking, you spending a bunch of dollars to get catfished, but you think it's so freaking difficult to financially take care of a woman, but you would financially spend your money on a site to get the woman to do everything for you for free, but you pay a site to talk to her. Like, okay. Right? I know that. And the thing about it is, if you go into the chat group, I don't know if we're all on the same chat group right now, but if we go into the chat group and somebody says something, I guarantee you that somebody's going to come up and they're going to be defending somebody's making way more money than you are. Like, you stupid as fuck. Do you want to stay broke? Like, broke smells good on you? Because it don't really, no, it don't work with me. But I'm going back and forth through conversation, which it behooves me because I'm sitting here and I'm watching all these TikToks. I'm listening to Andrew Tate talking this shit. I'm listening to all these men talking about, yeah, 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 Andrew Tate, yeah, 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 Andrew Tate. And they're the same ones that be creeping up on these sites, talking to a girl, spending $3,000-$4,000 for the month to talk to this girl and never know who they talking to. They could be talking to a dude. They spending $3,000-$4,000 to get catfished. But when a woman comes up to them and be like, I need financial stability from a man. Oh, what do you bring to the okay, go back to these sites then, because I'm getting your money one way or the other, baby. Like, go back to these sites because I'm receiving your dollars one way or the other. Is either I'm gonna receive it third party through these sites, or you gonna give it to me directly. Which one you prefer? Because if you give it to me directly, you have the possibility of gaining something out of it. But if you give it to these sites, boo boo, all you seen is a bunch of Google pictures. The fuck? You're not seeing who you're really talking to. Everything has been going just fine with me. Everything has been going just fine with me. Oh, wait. Everything has been going just fine with me. I appreciate you asking. Full stop. Are you going to send a picture to me anytime soon? Question mark. Like I be listening to these men, listening to other men that don't know shit. Tell them shit. Like, and I find it funny. You telling us all our lives to stop listening to other females wrecking your relationship, but you turn around and you listening to a dumbass who don't know shit, who buying coochie. Cause he buying coochie. He's with 20-year-olds. He's buying coochie. As much as he's telling you that he not buying coochie, he buying coochie. Shut the fuck up. He buying coochie. Yeah, he manipulate them, but he buying a coochie. And you're there listening to this man who has more than you will ever have, telling you to behave exactly like I'm behaving with their broke ass. Like you broke, but with your broke ass, act exactly as I do with these women as a man with money. Like, one time the guys were crying, even told you, and that's their business. Like, to me, I don't even know. Like, I would have to get one of those to know how I would pivot it. But I know I was gonna pivot it because I'm like, you not cheaping me. I'm not gonna log off. You not cheaping me out of my 2 cents that I'm supposed to be getting from this message. I'm sorry. But I'm sending you a message back. And when you respond, the next girl get it. And she find a way to deal with it. Cause yeah, I'm gonna respond and keep it pushing. I'll probably be like, oh wait, you're telling me that you actually know somebody who looks exactly like me? You weren't lying? I'll probably put one of those cards. I don't know. But it's crazy. How can you let somebody who can buy your entire family tell you and only dates 10-year-olds tell you how to deal with a woman? That's all they got. Like I was watching a TikTok too, and this girl was like, "Listen, I am tired. I am so tired. I'm not interested in dating. I'm not interested in marriage. I'm not interested in having kids. I'm tired. I'm tired of these men. I don't want nothing to do with these men. I'm so tired." Like she's literally, you can see her breaking down, and then these men are like, oh, when you're 40 and you don't have no kids and no man by your side, you're gonna be sorry. Bitch, I was sorry when I made the decision not to have none of those things with your ass. That's what brought me to this point. It's my sorrow that I dealt with you in the first place that brought me to this point of me wanting to be single. That's what brought me to this point. It's your dumb ass. Which you don't get. You're telling me you think that you are such a prize to have in my old age. Like, you should be grateful that you have someone who wants to work you emotionally, physically, mentally to the bone into your grave. You should be glad that you have someone. You should be grateful to have someone to do that to you rather than be alone and be happy. Like, make it make sense, my nigga. She was literally broken and was like, I give up. I'm done. I don't know. I'm done. That's what she was like. She was like, I give up. I am finished. I want nothing to do with the opposite sex. I can't anymore. My emotional compass has been broken. It's been shattered. It's been torn by men because all I get is constant. I get my life put in danger. I get, my heart broken. I get emotional trauma. Um, my finances are being drained. I don't see the point of you. That's what she's saying. And at the end of the day, you still have men thinking out here it is a prize to have emotional trauma and stress in your life. That's a prize. Like, first of all, me having a kid don't guarantee me somebody looking about me in my old age. Like, I have a son. It don't guarantee that he's going to be looking after me when I'm old and shitting on myself. If I'm lucky, he probably will. If I'm lucky, he probably put me in a nursing home at best. I can book myself into a nursing home. I can set my retirement plan where I book myself into a nursing home. Like, all that money that I would spend on taking care of somebody else, I could save that up to pay for someone to take care of me in my old age. Like, what are you even talking about? If a woman doesn't want to have kids, then she don't want to have kids. If a woman don't want to have a husband or a man in her life, then she don't want to have a husband or a man in her life. That's her choice. And she's allowed to make that choice. Just as how you decide to stick your nasty ass dingling in everything that comes around. Hey you, how are you doing? Question mark. Are you going to send me pictures of yourself? Question mark. I need to know who I am chatting with. Like, I don't get it. Why don't people just leave people alone? That's my point. Just leave people alone. Like, if she wants to be haggard and old and alone, let her be haggard and old and alone. If she wants to be broke and stressed out with a man, let her be broke and stressed out with a man. Like, no, I shouldn't take him. If she want to be HIV positive because of a man, let her be HIV positive because of a man. Leave people and their fucking decisions alone, because when they lay in the grave, you ain't laying next to them. Shut the fuck up. If they go to hell, you ain't going with them. If they go to heaven, you ain't going with them. Whatever the fuck you believe in, whatever beyond life experience or future experience that they have to endure, you ain't gonna go through it with them. So why the fuck do you have an opinion on how they should go about living their lives? Like, you not financially contributing to their shit. Leave them the fuck alone. Like, if a woman wants to be your thought, let her be your thought. How the hell you gonna have 20 million women to have sex with, to dip your dick in, if there were no hoes? There has to be hoes and women with no moral standings for you to have 20 bitches. So how you expecting her to be virtuous and a hoe at the same time? Like, shut the fuck up. If women should stop hoeing, you just gonna stuck with one bitch all the rest of your life. So shut the fuck up. Like, if a woman has a moral compass and be like, you married, I'm not gonna deal with you and your curses, because you married, you come with curses. If every woman should be like that, then your toxic ass would only be with one woman drowning. just say for example, that you are drowning, because you have men who are in terrible relationships and they just don't want to leave. They just stay because they don't want to start over. As well as you have men, they're the one putting women through shit. How you gonna put women through shit if there's not another woman that is willing to help you put a woman through shit? So if you're telling every woman to be like your woman, then your ass is gonna only end up with one woman. So shut the fuck up and let her hoe. That way you can guarantee yourself some coochie. Shut the fuck up. If every woman is supposed to keep their virginity, how your son is gonna get some pussy? How your son gonna get some coochie if every woman is supposed to keep their virginity until marriage? Oh, you want me to be a virgin, but I need to be a freak in the bedroom. How the hell am I gonna be a freak in the bedroom when I don't know nothing about fucking? You don't know nothing about fucking. I don't know nothing about fucking. You don't know nothing about fucking because there's no more thoughts in the world. So this thought can't teach you how to fuck. So your ass can't come over here and teach me how to fuck. And I can't be that freaky deek that everybody be talking about the experience they be having, because I have no experience. Because you want a wholesome, virtuous, every woman should be a wholesome, virtuous woman. How the fuck you gonna have a freak? I'm on here, I'm listening to these men, how they're complaining, oh, my wife is boring. All she wants to do is just lay there. One man, he was like, my wife only slept with me so that she can have kids, and when she has a kid, she doesn't want to have sex with me no more. And I'm like, but that's what you want a woman to be, though. So why are you complaining? Because when I listen to all of these people online, the exact thing that your wife is, that's what you're telling women to be. So why are you complaining that you have that? And now you're looking for comfort in another woman that you're going to be calling a thought and a hoe. Make up your mind. What do you want? Like, just leave people alone. Let people be. Let her be. Let her have 20 husbands if she wants to have 20 husbands. Let him have 20 wives if he wants to have 20 wives. Let her go to a rich old man if she wants a rich old man. Let her go with that broke ass nigga who ain't worth shit if that's what she wants. Just leave people the fuck alone. Somebody gotta be with somebody. So just leave them alone. Let them do what they do. If you don't think that is morally that is any moral, there's no moral grounds to that. If you don't think that there's no moral grounds to that, then you don't do it. Why do you need to convince everybody else not to do it? The fuck? You have a rich ass man that makes more and more money off of your broke ass every single day. You tap on his video, you watch his shit. He is getting richer and richer, and you're being broker and broker because the time that you should be spending developing your wealth, your dumb ass is watching him. And then you get into a full-blown argument with a woman that says that she wants a man that can take care of her bills. Behooves me. Like, the whole world is entertainment. Like, you don't even have to watch TV no more. You just watch the world be stupid. Is tonight the only time that you have some free time? Question mark. I wouldn't mind having some fun with you. But what if I'm not able to do tonight? Question mark. I don't even comment on people's shit like that no more. Well, I never commented before. I comment on people things when if like I have something positive to say, then I comment. But if I don't have nothing positive to say, I don't say nothing. Or if I'm saying something that I think is funny, apart from that, I don't say shit. I don't care. I really don't care enough because caring for that bullshit ain't gonna pay my bills. You sound like the perfect man to have in my corner. You do sound like the perfect man to have in my corner. Wait, what the fuck? You do sound like the perfect man to have in my corner. Full stop. What are some of the things you would like me to do to pleasure you? Question mark. My dog is going crazy outside. Why do you think that is not something that I would allow you to do? Question mark. Do I come across as someone that is that closed off? I love Shrek and Donkey. What's the matter with you? You guys on the Hey, Lovey, what's good? I'm doing fine, baby girl. We was just talking about, we spoke about a lot of things. We spoke about texting. Because I'm texting right now, and I'm camming as I am. I'm using the app Read Aloud, and I'm using text to chat right now because it's going to be it would take longer to respond to my messages while broadcasting on YouTube. So I'm using both Speak Aloud, text to chat, and Read Aloud. And while it's reading, I log my information. I like the fact that you're willing to get straight to the point, but why weren't you willing to send your photo and tell me your name? Like you see, I told you if you count how many times I asked for a picture and a name, it's crazy because I don't hold back on those questions. Because those are questions you can always ask and not have any implications behind it. So yeah, I'm texting and I'm camming. No one came into my cam room yet. I haven't worked all day. I started working like 5 o'clock, right as I came on. So I don't know if I'm gonna get anyone by the time I'm on here. But my camera's open and I'm texting. What, Yolene? Did you ask me? Were you the one that asked me how do I find? No, you're not the one who asked me how do I find so much questions. Face picture. Name is Tom. How much I did today? Like I said, I just started working and I've been on here and I've been here. So I've sent, I don't know, 30, 40, 45, 46 messages. I haven't sent a lot because I've been going back and forth. Like I said, I'm gonna come offline soon though, because then I'm gonna power message. So I'm gonna try and send 100 messages in 1 hour. So I'm just gonna add 100 messages to this. So I haven't sent a lot today because I haven't worked today, and I have not worked today, and I'm online while I'm doing this, so it slows me up. I noticed you said that you live alone. Does that mean that you are welcome to have visitors that tends to get loud sometimes? Question mark. Let me see if I can find a winking face. Mm-hmm. I am doing just fine. Thank you so much for asking. I'm so flattered by your compliment. Full stop. Can you send me a photo of the face? Question mark. Yeah. Let's see. Right. So no, I haven't sent a lot today. I haven't sent a lot all month, to be honest. The most I've sent in a day since the month started is probably 400 messages. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm taking it easy this month, and I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna take it easy next month because probably next month I put some work in because Christmas is coming up. Exactly how many hours are we talking? Question mark. I would love to have that sexual experience with you. Full stop. It is exciting me thinking about it. I am so glad that you are enjoying my pictures. Full stop. Do you have images of yourself that you could send to me? Question mark. It usually is saved, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it public. This is a very nice photo that you have sent me. Full stop. Can I ask you, come on, why did you send it twice? Question mark. Yes. So what was I saying? I was saying that I might. It's the live is always saved on YouTube, but I don't know. I may just make it public. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it public. I think I'm gonna make it public after this. I would enjoy having your tongue between my thighs, just the same. Full stop. Can you send me photos of yourself? Question mark. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Name name is Larry. What are some of the ways you would suggest that I go about pleasuring you? Question mark. What would what would you be willing to tell me about yourself to get where I live? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. I'm so happy to see that you agree with me, full stop. So does this mean that I can look forward to you now sending me pictures of yourself? Question mark. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I may just save it afterwards. Oh, my back. I've been in this position for too long. I don't normally stay in this position for too long. So what are you guys watching on Netflix? I'm hungry. My juice is done. My water is done and I'm hungry. Why wouldn't you send me your picture or tell me your name? Question mark. From the looks of things, we both have things that we could work on. Full stop. Mm. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I'm not able to put some things on YouTube, I am going to be doing that on Patreon. So, um, I may do a video. I think you can go live on Patreon. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But I may do a video of me working, doing this, using the apps, whatever, and putting it on Patreon, or oh, his apps later are no, I'm not into horror movie right now. I feel more adventure action type right now. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting out the information on my Patreon, where you get to see my page. So you get to see what's on my page. Like right now, I'm doing the work, but you're not able to see what's on my page, right? Because I can't show this girl's booty out on YouTube. I can't. So, but I can do it on Patreon. So, um, I'm gonna be doing the video and I'm gonna be putting it on Patreon. I already have a video on Patreon doing cam model reviews, basically reviewing um, different camels and their what they're doing while they're in free chat. I did that for I'm Live. I'm gonna do another one for Bonga Cams, and I'm going to do the whole texting thing as well um, on Patreon as well. If you're having difficulties with finding new ways and strategies to ask questions and just basically give a new style to, asking questions, all of that is going to be on Patreon as well. There's going to be updated, so all you need to do is just basically pay for your subscription. Once you're in there, I'll give you every single one of my tips and tricks that I use to send whatever amount of messages I want to send for the month. So most of the graphic stuff are going to be on Patreon. So the soft stuff are going to be on YouTube, but the graphic in detailed stuff are going to be on Patreon. And like I was saying, I want to do a like Zoom. I want to do Zoom meetings for the top tiers. I'm going to be doing, so if you're in the top tiers, you're going to be given access to like Zoom meetings where we all get together, we all talk about our experiences, what it is we go through, basically creating a little community, because I know it does get stressful, because when you work from home, you don't have coworkers that you can, go out and have a drink with, or, exchange information with, bounce ideas off of. It's just you and a computer, and sometimes you need that. So I'm trying to create that little community, and all of that is going to be built um, on Patreon, where you can get more access to me there. Yes, it is a payment model. It is a subscription model. You have to subscribe. Right now, I have 3 different tiers. The lowest tier is $15. It's a monthly thing. So it's $15, I think 15, 25, and $35. That's the lowest tier. Um, those I'm gonna be putting in a 4th tier. The 4th tier will give you unlimited access to me as it relates to getting, coaching and stuff, where we can unlimited access for the month, so we can set up like schedule coaching sessions within that month. So you're going to be, not, I shouldn't say unlimited access to me. You're going to be getting an hour to 2 hours of my time per week in the higher tier, in the 4th tier. So you get like 2 hours worth of coaching every week for a month in the 4th tier. But I have not created the 4th tier as yet. But yeah, there are a lot of big things coming up. I'm just trying to grow my YouTube platform and stuff, but because I have a lot of questions, I have a lot of people asking me for a lot of stuff, and I can't put the stuff that you're asking me for, I cannot put it on YouTube. I can't. Exactly, come on. Don't you think you should first tell me who it is I would be coming to? Question mark. You don't have any photos on your profile, and I don't know your name. Full stop. So what you would do, you would go onto Patreon. So you would find the link to the Patreon my in the description of my videos. So you can check the last video that I have up, not live but video. Probably I need to put them in the live too. You will see the link to go to Patreon, and then you make payments through Patreon. Now, if you want to set up how to pay me separately, for a one-on-one coaching, then that's a different story, and we will talk more about that. You can either email me or you can send me a message on Instagram for that information if you want a one-on-one. But if it's for the Patreon, you just go to Patreon, and Patreon will um, tell you how to go about making payments. But the higher the tier you choose, the more access you have, the more benefits you get, and the more things I'm able to offer you, I will be offering. But the lowest tier is basically, it's going to be giving you, you're going to be getting videos and updates and stuff in the lower tier, which is the first tier. It's going to be a little bit more graphic than YouTube, of course, but it's going to be a little bit more graphic than YouTube, of course, but it's gonna be basically it's gonna be like being on YouTube for the lower tier. But it's gonna have a little bit more than being on YouTube. With the higher tiers, however, the higher up you get, basically the more access you get as it relates to communicating with me, and and the benefits that you get as it relates to the information that is given and how detailed I give those information. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a video for my Patreon, and everything that I talk about on my YouTube, I'm gonna be putting it on Patreon. Like I said, just more graphic. Um, so when I do, like, if I get like help me out. If I get like a cam call, then I would be putting everything on Patreon. So you see, like, I put my videos out on YouTube and I will be blocking certain stuff. It won't be blocked on YouTube. And it won't be blocked on Patreon. So when I put certain stuff on YouTube and I have to block it, it won't be blocked on Patreon. So if a dude whips his dingling out, then you're gonna see that. And you're gonna see how I handle that. You're gonna see if I'm dressed in lingerie, you're gonna see me dressed in my lingerie. I'm not gonna hide anything. I'm not gonna be pretending to be what I'm really not. That's how it's gonna be with my Patreon. For So Patreon is just gonna be an open door, open book, open situation. Like I said, I want to build a community where we can bounce ideas off of each other, talk about each other's experience. You would get, a Zoom meeting. So if even I have one person on Patreon and that person's in the higher tier, once a week we're doing a Zoom meeting, and if it's 1 or 12 people, I am going to be doing a Zoom meeting, and we're going to be conversing about, strengths, weaknesses, where to build, how to build, what to change, how to change what, all of that, how to implement whatever you want to implement. Um, we're going to be talking about budgeting, how to set up your budget, how to, make sure that you put something aside just in case you decide that I don't want to work for an entire month. I'm tired. I'm tired of these men. I'm tired of talking to these men. I'm tired of listening to these men. So if I don't work for 2 weeks or a month, I'm not missing anything because I've made sure that when I worked, I put aside some money for that. So we're going to talk about how to budget out yourself and how to, I'm going to go through that with a fine tooth comb as to how I do it. I'm not a professional financial planner. I'm not going to pretend to be, but we're going to be talking about how I take care of that because I am planning on expanding my house. So I am wanting to break grounds next month. So because of that, that's going to be taking out a lot out of me. So yeah, a lot of things, a lot of good things is coming up. Trust me, Patreon is not going to be something you want to sleep on. Um, you can hear my voice. I can hear your voice on Patreon. That's what I want it to be. Um, yeah. So okay, come on. But why did I have to be messaging you so many times before I got a reply from you? Question mark. I was thinking that you were not interested. Yeah. So that's what's up with the whole Patreon thing. When I'm setting up for Halloween, I'm gonna be setting up for Halloween. I'm probably gonna be decorating for Halloween, and I'm gonna be putting on a virtual Halloween party for my cam shows. I don't know if I'm gonna be recording that. Yeah, I'm gonna be recording that, and I'm probably gonna be recording it and putting it. Shit, I frightened myself. I'm probably gonna be recording that and putting that on Patreon. But like I said, if I'm wearing like right now, I really don't want to be in this. I really don't want to be in this. I really want to take this off and be in my natural state, but I can't because I'm on YouTube. He's probably mad at another dog. That's how he normally goes with another dog. It's been we had a storm, so Lola. It's probably another dog coming across her territory. She's a bitch like that. She's like, I don't want you in my space if I don't invite you in my space, bitch. Get out. That's what she's like. But I'm all snuggled in. I'm all closed up. So if it's anything, it wouldn't be anything to worry about. So basically, if this is why I'm literally gonna be raw when it comes to being on Patreon. So if I'm wearing a see-through lingerie, that's what it is. A see-through lingerie, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not gonna be one of those persons who try to, you know, of course there's certain things that I don't share. Like there are certain I'm not gonna share everything. Like I don't even know everything about my damn self. So how am I gonna share everything about myself when I don't even know everything about myself? Don't forget to thumbs up the video. But I don't know everything about myself, so I can't tell you everything about my damn self. And there's some things that are about myself that I'm gonna keep to myself. Ain't nobody know that but me and God. Nobody but me and God. That's the only person I know that shit. But as it relates to other stuff, like I'm not gonna act like I'm a non-nude cab model, and I'm not gonna act like I'm a virgin when I'm really not. That's just me. It is quite the pleasure, full stop, and I would love to be sitting on your face, full stop. Is that something you would enjoy? Question mark. Like right now, I'm texting you. Here's the picture. Here's the thing. I can't show that on YouTube right now. Her whole Gina is out. Everything is out here. When you say it is small, just that's not something we were going to talk about. We're not going to ask him that. Really, Kama, what are some of the ways you would be willing to make up for it? Question mark. I would also want to know how to pleasure you. Full stop. Like sometimes I want to do lives and I want to do more lives, but sometimes I'm like, to get dressed, to get into makeup and hair and whatever. Because I was about, and I'm like, fuck it, no, we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw something on over this, and I'm gonna come on as is. Because sometimes this is how I literally go on camera to cam, and I make money. Um, yeah. So I I was like, sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna put on, make myself presentable, make myself social media presentable, where everybody is putting on makeup, hair, and trying to look picture perfect. I'm gonna do that just to have it on for a couple of hours or a couple of minutes and then wash it off. And then I'm not guaranteed, like I don't have a large following, so I'm not guaranteed to have like 100 people watching me in these live videos to ask me the questions and stuff like that. So no, they're not, because it's subscription based. So if you don't have a credit card or a PayPal account with money in it, which a PayPal account requires a credit card, you can't gain access to the platform. So if you a kid, then why are you? And it asks you, are you going to be putting? It asks you if you're going to be putting adult content on there. So they ask you. They literally wants to know, and they set up your platform as such. So no, they're not. You have females on there literally being naked. You have females literally being naked. So that's the beautiful thing about it. And what would we be doing different if I should go back to your place rather than driving around with you for a bit? Question mark. Hmm. Yeah, because it's been a while since I wanted to do a Patreon. I've been wanting to do a Patreon for a long time, but I was like, it don't make no sense. I go on Patreon. I don't have a large following. So I was just offering like one-on-one coaching, which I still do offer one-on-one coaching because sometimes people don't want to do a group thing and they prefer a one-on-one. I still offer that. We can do that. But it is more economical if you do a monthly subscription and know that within that month you can, get an hour. Well, I wouldn't say an hour because I'm still working out the schematics, because sometimes I be telling people that, okay, it's an hour for this amount of minutes. It's a this amount of money for this amount of hours, or for this hour. And I don't I be on the phone with you for 2 hours and I only take an hour worth of money from you because I'm that type of person. I'm not hard like that. It's no, I'm not hard like that. I'm not difficult like that because I know that we all have circumstances in our lives that we are dealing with. And I do appreciate your business. And I do appreciate the fact that you appreciate my time enough to want to pay for it and hear what I have to say rather than do like what some of these other girls be trying to do and trying to monopolize my time for nothing at all. Because you have some girls, they don't want to watch the videos that answers the question that they ask. They want me to take my time out, stop making money, and tell them how to make the money. I already told you how to make the money for free. Just go find a video so you can know how to make the money. But why you want to stop my bread so that you can make bread? That's not that's not fair. So if you want my attention, compensate me for my time. Like that's all I'm saying. So when I find people who are willing to compensate me for my time, it takes nothing from me to give an extra half hour to an hour when it comes to like one-on-one coaching, or even if I say, okay, I'm gonna be doing your coaching calls, or say I'm gonna be doing the Zoom. I'm gonna pick a day that I do Zoom meetings, and the Zoom meetings can last anywhere between an hour to probably 4 hours for the week for that day. So it's one Zoom meeting a week, and you are going to get two videos every week. So every week you're getting two videos on Patreon. We're gonna be doing screenshots and messages, like you know, screenshots of if I am in a cam show or if I'm doing this, and you're gonna be getting two videos a week, and you're gonna be getting a Zoom meeting call every single week. We just need to choose what day. I just need to choose what day that Zoom meeting will be taking place on and the time, and move from there. You know, so that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So even though, so say for example you join at $35 a month, you're getting 4 hours, a 1 to 4 hours of my time every week, along with an explicit video every week of whether it be texting or camming, to show you how to tinker your way through these platforms and sites. I'm going to be going in depth as it relates to non-nude camming. If you're not one who wants to take your clothes off, I'm going to be doing a video showing you how I handle people like that. um I do have a video on my YouTube, but this is going to be more in depth because then you're going to be seeing me and the person, like, or the chat, whichever one. And you're going to be seeing the chat, the texting. If I get a long message to respond to, you're going to see that. If I get short messages to, if I get, questions that I think to be difficult to respond to, you're going to see how I handle that. Um I'm probably going to do an entire, hour of me sitting down and texting, so you can see me text for that hour and how many messages I send within that hour of texting. So I'm not planning to hold back on Patreon because it's not as restrictive as YouTube. But YouTube is free, so YouTube is a place to still support because I'm going to be putting information on YouTube still. And I'm going to be coming out with some series kind of things, but I need to organize myself. I just need to get to the point where I'm monetized on YouTube to start doing certain stuff with my YouTube. And when I get off here, I'm gonna log into another broadcasting site, which I use my phone to broadcast on. Which one of the sites that I brought, app broadcasting app, which an app that I broadcast on is Tango. I did a whole video on apps that you can broadcast on and make money. Apps that don't apps that are so strict that if you remove your clothes, you will get kicked. You will get blocked. So, yeah. So you don't have to be a cam model that removes your clothes. Like, I just wanted to make that clear. One of the reasons why my channel was created. I have not named my channel based off camming or anything. I've named my channel name remains my name because my channel is not solely about camming. My channel should evolve and grow as I evolve and grow. So what better name to put on it than my name? And thank you so much for all the new subscribers. Oh my god, you don't know how much I appreciate you guys. Like, I know every YouTuber says this, but it's not until you're doing it and you're going from zero to something that you realize I am fucking grateful to these complete strangers. I'm not just saying that. I'm not saying it for views. I'm not saying it for likes. I'm saying it because I genuinely love and respect y'all. Even if I feel like somebody asked me a stupid question or say something stupid, which I have not gotten a stupid question yet. And I don't believe in stupid questions because I have been a teacher, so I don't believe in stupid questions. But there are certain things that people say that other people would consider to be stupid. I do like the sound of that, full stop. So are you going to send me your picture so I can see what you look like? Question mark. I would really appreciate that, full stop. I've been lingering on that message too long. I had to respond to it. So back to what I was saying, like, you never know how much, like, I understand when some YouTubers, not all of them, because some of them are not sincere, because how can you be sincere and you're all, oh my god, online, and then when somebody sees you in public, you're like, ooh, I'm a diva. But um I sincerely love and appreciate my subscribers because the whole thing of it is you did not have to subscribe. You could have watched the video and you could have moved on. And even if you didn't, you just watched the video and you moved on, I still appreciate you because you still gave me that view, you still gave me that watch time. So I never knew that I could have, hey, seven, I did not know I could have this amount of love and appreciation for complete strangers because I'm a very social person, but I'm also antisocial as well because I love my own space. I love my own environment. I don't like to deal with drama. I love to have fun. And so I prefer to meet random people and have a laugh with them and go on rather than to have like a permanent friend that will put you to shit because I've been there, I've done that before, and I realized that my friendships were all one-sided. I was the only person in the friendship being a true friend. So I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm just gonna be a true friend to me and keep it pushing because you already have men fucking you over. Why the hell would you want to have a female and friends fucking you over too? So for me to get on here and get on a social platform sharing my experiences as a cam model, sharing, my knowledge, and to have people receive me as how they're receiving me, I am
grateful for it. I'm appreciated for it because the real truth is you didn't have to do it. And they say if you want to know your true friends, start a business, but that is not entirely true. Because if you have a friend that is broke, that is not able to support your business, doesn't make them any less of a friend. I say if you want to know your true friends and who is truly with you, start a YouTube channel because it's completely free to watch. It's completely free to hit that subscription button. It's completely free to hit that post notification bell. It is completely free. You don't even have to watch the video, just subscribe. It's completely free. And people who say that they're your friends and been asking you for favors all their lives and you've been bending over backwards to do shit for them, they don't subscribe. They don't subscribe and it's free. It didn't cost them nothing. It didn't even cost them their time because it takes less than a second to subscribe to somebody's channel. And they didn't try to support you in that way. And then to see a bunch of people you know nothing about, that knows nothing about you, saying that, oh, I love your videos, I love your content, you're so nice, you're so sweet, I'm so happy that you decided to do this, to have a bunch of people you don't know saying all of that, it just hits differently. It hits way differently. And I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all so much for loving it and supporting me. And I start my videos off saying thank you guys so much for your love and support. And it may sound cliche, but I really mean that shit when I say it because that is where it is. It is coming from that place that I just described. So I really do appreciate it. Are you requesting that I send a photo of myself to you? Question mark. Because I would really love it if you would send a photo of yourself to me. So, yeah, it's like I I I am grateful for that cuz you never know. To me, I tell people work has been good, Seven. Work has been good. I tell somebody the other day, you want to know who your true friends are, start a YouTube channel. Don't even start a business because they have to find money to do that. They have to find money to support you. And they ass probably be broke. And they probably want to support the hell out of you, but they broke. So just do something that is absolutely free. They were like, oh, if you want to know your true friends, act like you broke. No, that don't tell your true friends either because you may act like you're broke and they can't freaking help you. So it's an awkward situation for them. So they stay away from you. So it's not that they don't want to help you, it's just that they can't help you. So do something that causes them nothing to do and see if they do it. And that's how you figure out who your friends are. And it was so surprising to me that I have supporters in New Zealand, different Caribbean islands, because I don't know which Caribbean islands are supporting me. I probably should ask you guys to put your location. And right, one friend. So I probably should put ask you guys to put your location, but it's freaking funny that somebody from all the way in South Africa is in support of me and what I'm doing. And you over there who been calling me, oh, can you check this out for me? How can you blah blah blah? And I'm like, okay, let me see what I can do, blah blah blah. Because in my mind, I'm here stupid, thinking that we friends, thinking that if I called you and asked you to do it, you would have done it. So let me just go ahead and do this for you. Only to say to you that, oh, I started a YouTube channel, subscribe, and you didn't. You didn't subscribe. I'm like, I didn't say nothing more. I just blocked them. I deleted them. I blocked them. You don't have no use to me. I'm the one. There's a mosquito. I'm the one that has the value and the use to you. No, we all on this earth using each other. And if you're the only one getting substance from me, then this transaction don't make sense. And no matter how you look at it, we're all using each other. You could love somebody to the bone. You're using the person you love. You're using them to feel love. You're using them for their compassion. You're using them for their understanding. And they are using you for the same thing. See, Dominica. Oh my God. Ooh, I know I have some Caribbean people out there supporting me, and I love y'all. And here's another stupid ass thing that I'm seeing trying to trend on the internet, where these freaking dumbass islands trying to compete with each other. Why the fuck you trying to be US competing with the rest of the world? Why you trying to act like you we not the United States? Stop that shit. Stop that shit. We the Caribbean. We are the Caribbean, and we have our own hates and grudges amongst ourselves in the islands as much as it is already. So let it stay the way it stays. Don't try to evolve it into somebody else's bullshit. Let us stay. We have our Caribbean flavor. Let us stay with our flavor. Stop trying to. You're from the state of Florida. Yeah, I know. I have a lot of people in the US. I have people from New Zealand. I have people from Switzerland. I have people from South Africa. I now know that I have somebody from Dominica, and I have someone else from a small island. I don't remember what small island she's from though. But I love and Hey Bill, come on. It is such a pleasure to have you here with me, full stop. And how much time would you have for me on those days? Question mark. This message was about to time out. I had to respond to it. And that's one of the things I was when I just started, I was in a rush. I really wanted to hit that 1,000 subscribers. I was really hoping that by now I'd probably be at, probably 25 to 50K subscribers, right? That was me. I was very optimistic. I wanted to jump on here. I wanted to, get all these subscribers. Don't forget to thumbs up my live. I wanted to have a lot of followers by now. As a matter of fact, in my first year, by 6 months, I wanted to have 1,000 followers. It didn't work out like that. And I was like, why? Why am I not being pushed? Why am I blah, blah, blah? And I was finding every single thing, even got to the point where I was blaming it on race. I was blaming it on location. Like I was blaming it on all kinds of shit. I was like, Jamaica in the house, yeah, baby. Jamaica. Here's to them free vibes cartel. Yeah, here's to them free vibes cartel. World boss there, everyone. But yeah, what was I saying? I started talking about Vibes Cartel. Forgot what the fuck I was saying. But I lost my train of thought. Like, I'm glad that you were able to give me your location, but are you going to tell me what your name is and send a photo? Question mark. Do you have any toys? And if you do, what kind of toys do you have? Question mark. I would love for you to send me a picture of yourself or stuff. Yeah, still don't remember what I was saying. But yeah, I know I have people from all over supporting me, and I love and appreciate that so much. Oh yeah, I was talking about hitting 100K. I wanted to hit 100K within honestly my first month. freaking unrealistic because I was watching all these YouTubers who talk about growing your YouTube channel, not knowing that they only do that for clout. They just want more people to sign up. They're not talking the truth. They're not telling you truth. They're not speaking truth. They speaking utter bullshit. And you do have a few people that do speak truth, but the truth that they speaking is not the raw truth. They still give you that false sense of hope. And I was really wanting to rush the process to get to where I am now. And I felt like it was taking too long. And there were times when I felt like I was going to give up, but then every time I feel like I was going to give up, somebody else from some other country messaged me and told me, "Thank you so much for your video, blah, 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 blase, 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 whatever, whatever." Not once has a negative comment make me want to give up. I'm Jamaican, baby. Say what the fuck you want to say. Like, say what you want to say. I don't give a shit. You saying something to me means that you watch my video. So if you're saying something hateful or not, I don't care. It meant you support me regardless. It meant you add to my success regardless. So if I'm like, you thumbs down my video, you supported me regardless. Your hatred for me is still propelling me ahead. So I'm not thin skinned. I'm not gonna get upset over it. I'm not gonna, people on the internet are so mean. If you irritate me, I'm blocking you. But if your comment is not irritating enough to me, then I let you stay there and I put you in your place in the comment section. But if I find your comment irritating, then I remove the irritants. That's me. But there are times when I felt like giving up, and people would come in and they was like, they didn't know what they did for me that day by just saying, "I love your videos. Thank you so much," blah, blah, blah. And as time progresses, I realize that if I had grown quickly, like some of these YouTubers that I watch, I wouldn't know y'all. I wouldn't know Jazz. I wouldn't know Dior. I wouldn't know Cora. Cora was one of my OGs, my first. I wouldn't know some of the names I don't really remember, but Yolene, Seven, this is the first time I'm talking to you, so I know this is the first time I'm responding to you and you're responding to me, so I can tell, like, I know my peoples that's been around. Um, I wouldn't get to know y'all. Like, I don't know y'all, but I wouldn't get to develop a relationship like how I have with y'all. I feel like I have a relationship with y'all, and I feel like I know y'all. Because when you tell me that, like, for example, you tell me that you're from Dominica, I know where Dominica is, and it's like in my head, I picture like you're living in, a nice house in a nice neighborhood, blah blah blah. Because I don't wish poverty on nobody, and I'm not gonna think the worst of nobody. I'm always thinking the best because you're supporting me and you're showing me this love. I am exuberating that level of love, and the same level of success I want for myself, I now want for you. I want for all of you. Like, the same level of success I want and I crave for myself is the same success that I want you guys to experience and you guys to have. And I would love to keep this going and know about the journey and know where you're moving from to your next step. That's one of the reasons why I want to do the whole budgeting thing. Because I was talking earlier, I set up my own personal budgeting system, and I'm thinking of making it into a book and probably putting it out there. And I don't know how I'm going to put it out there yet. I don't know if I'm going to give it out to high paid subscribers on high paid Patreon, like the high tier Patreon. I don't know if I'm going to just give it to you once you sign up for Patreon, or if I'm going to, sell it. But I'm definitely thinking that I'm going to sell it on Amazon. Because I want to make it as cheap as I can make it. I don't want to make it expensive. That's not the whole point of it. But yeah, I would love for every one of you to level up and to build and grow and succeed. I want to know that I started here with you guys, and you guys came up with me. I don't want to be up here and you're still down here. That's not what I want for none of you. That's where I'm at when it comes to you guys right now. Like, I feel like y'all are my family, y'all are my best friends. Like, that's how I feel. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's how I feel about it. And I just want to, have that level up. I don't want to forget about nobody, because these influencers with these large platforms, I've noticed, forgot about who was there with them from grassroots. And I don't want to be that, because I wouldn't want somebody to forget about me being there for them when they were at the lowest point of their career. You know, like, for when I think about it, I really don't care, but I'm the type of person who don't want to forget none of you. I really don't. I really don't. So when I say thank you so much for your continued love and support, I mean that shit. It's not just something to say, it's something that I mean. Okay, so one person told me that they're watching horror movies on Netflix. I'm not in the horror mood. So what else we got? What else are we watching on Netflix? I don't want to get too emotional talking more about this. We cutting it there. Just know that I love y'all, and I hope this keeps up between us. And I hope one day we can all meet. Like, we can either all meet together, because the reason why I want everybody's bag to be leveled up. Because if I say, okay, I'm booking an Airbnb, or I am booking this location for a day and or for a week, and we are all going to take a vacation for this week, I want y'all to have the money to either fly to Jamaica or fly to whatever country that we're going to have that, particular thing or event happen at. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to do. Like, I'm already in Jamaica. If I gain a following in Jamaica, then I will set up something where all of us in Jamaica meet up. But I'm also gonna, start traveling very soon. So when I go to America, I wanna, I'm gonna set up something where there's a booking where we can all get together, and we can either, we can go out, we can have drinks, we can have fun, we can cam if we want to cam, or text if we're texting, um whatever. I know what I want in here. I'm just not verbalizing it out properly because it has not been organized, because I am not yet at that point. So, like, for example, if I say, okay, I'm coming to, say for example, Jazz, you can't come to Jamaica. I'm like, okay, Jazz, I'm coming to Dominica. I'm coming to see your ass. We gonna chill out. We gonna party. We gonna hang. We gonna drink. We gonna have fun. And that's what it is about. But we first got to put ourselves in the position to do that, to enjoy life, because life is to be enjoyed. All right, so I've been on here for nearly 3 hours now. Y'all need to tell me when is the best time to do a live. The next thing that y'all need to do, y'all need to check the community tab. Because there are times when I post in the community tab. I may not be posting a video, but I post in the community tab. I try to keep in contact with y'all. I try to let y'all know that I'm still kicking. But y'all need to check the community tab for when I ask questions or when I put out a poll or something. But y'all need to tell me when would be the best time to do lives on YouTube. So one person already told me that the evening hours would be best for them. So I want to know for everyone what time is the best time, when, what day. Right? That is exactly what I'm looking for. Someone who is willing to teach me all that I need to know, full stop. Can you send me your picture? Question mark. Exactly. We're all down the road from each other. So all we need for that is our passports and the money to buy the plane ticket. And if we're booking an Airbnb, we got to put together to put that through. So we have to make all of that line, all of that up. All of those ducks needs to be set in a row. Like I know if I did something in Jamaica, I would want to do it for a week. We would go to the river. We would go to beach. I would probably want to book a here Airbnb, go to the river, go to beach because we're gonna make a whole mini vacation out of it in Jamaica. And the same thing if I go to like, and if it's not a week, like 3 days, because probably we can do a week. Probably it's 3 days. Well then, Ryan, come on, let me have a look at them. Full stop. I would really love to see the pictures that you have. Full stop. Well then, are you gonna send it with your next message? All right, to respond to that. Like I wouldn't do a meet and greet. I think meet and greets are outdated but I would do like a get together where you have to book, where you have to pay money to book, because then you're sure to come and we're sure to turn up. When is the last time you had someone to pleasure and someone pleasuring you? Question mark. I can't wait to have some fun with you. Okay. Sometimes what I tend to do as well is I work until my headset is dead, which it is now. So I kind of have to take a little break for it to charge up. I am so glad to know that you would never try to judge me, full stop. Can you send me a photo so I can see who I am chatting with? Question mark. I am so glad to know that you would never try to judge me. They say battery low. In 3. So I should probably get me some water. You are saying some things in your message that is making me blush, comma, Bill, full stop. Would you mind sending me a photo of yourself? Question mark. I'm telling you, send me a picture of yourself is my go-to question. Okay, comma, so can I look forward to you sending me a photo of yourself, one where I can see your face, and you tell me your name?
Let's get together. Your plays are mine.
See, that's my computer reading it. When would you like us to do this? And are you going to send me a photo so I can see who I'm chatting with? Question mark. See, I'm telling you, this is my go-to question. I've never, like, this question never fails me. But that's when there's really not a lot of substance and they didn't already send a picture. Like, it looked like nobody worked today but me. Oh, it's not finished calculating as yet. That's the reason why. It just gave the grand total. Is the photo that is appearing on my profile not naughty enough for you? Question mark. Maybe you can send me an example by sending me your picture. Yeah, this is normally the point where I make sure that I take a break when the headset needs charging. Sometimes I will work until the headset needs charging, which the headset lasts for a really long time. My headset can last for like, well, right now I've been on here for 3 hours, so my headset can last for 4 hours, over 4 hours. So, um, if I stay and work until my headset battery dies, then once it's dead, I put my headset on charge and I take a break because I find it easier. Because when the reason why I find it easier that way, to work with a headset is if I make it read aloud and I have the mic turned on, then when the computer is reading, the mic is gonna pick up on what the computer is saying and the auto type is gonna set in, and then I have to delete all of that and start over. So it um I won't be able to listen, log, and type all at the same time. So that's the reason why I use my headset. Because if I don't use my headset, then I would have to listen. Then after I listen, then I log, and then after I log, then I type. But with the headset, I can do all three things simultaneously. Another thing is when I am camming, I also use a headset to prevent the feedback because if I work without the headset in camming, and the person turns on their mic on, well, not their mic, but their camera. So I'm camming face to face. Somebody turns on their camera and he starts talking to me. I'm talking to him. There's gonna be a major echo back and forth. So the headset helps to prevent that echo that will be coming back and forth. And so that's the reason why I always work with a headset rather than just not work with a headset. So that's the reason why I work with a headset. I also need to finish up my budget planning because I need to finish up the section for my Christmas, um the part for the Christmas gift, holidays section, and how much money is going to be spent for the holidays. So I need to set that up as well because I need to buy a couple of things for this Christmas. Yeah. Yep. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for staying with me. I'm so glad that you guys stayed with me. I don't know, maybe one of these days I try to do like an 8 hour or 24 hour live where I just set the camera up in one corner of the room where you can basically view me walking around just being me. I might do that. I might do something like that. But on that day, I need to be prepared to always be in clothes. That's the only downside to it. To always be appropriately attired. Because I do wear clothes because I have my son. But and sometimes I don't. I just wrap myself in a towel when I need to go out. Like I literally, like, if I need to leave my room, I would literally put my I would literally put on a dress or wrap myself in a towel. So if I need to go to the bathroom, then I'll wrap myself in a towel and then go to the bathroom. And if I need to like go to the kitchen area, refrigerator, I will pull on a dress before leaving my room because I'm mostly locked up inside my room. Um, and my son is mostly off doing his own shit. And if he needs me, he can call me. And if he knocks on my door, and then I will get appropriately attired to respond to him. But when he's not here, like if he goes to his grandma's house, I'm free as a bird. I'm sorry. I'm free. But I want to get out of this jacket, this cardigan. I want to get out of it now because I've been in it so long. And I'm also going to go ahead and watch Angry Birds for the 15th millionth, 11th times. on Netflix until I my mood nudge me towards a movie or a series that I want to start watching. One or the other. I don't know, one or the other. But for all of those new subscribers that I got, muchos gracias, mija, mijo. Thank you so, so much. One of the things that I want to talk about too, that I'm going to talk about, is I'm going to talk about manifestation and manifesting what you want into your life. I know that everybody's talking about it and everybody's doing it, but I want to talk about it from my perspective because I see where it really does work. I see where, because the Bible says, let me tell you, I'm not going to say the Bible says, ask and it shall be received, or ask and it shall be given. There's a.
And who is the evil pony?
Oh, hold up.
Maybelline? If it's another
Um, the Bible tells you, in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was God. So there was the Word before anything else. Before the creation of the world, before the creation of heaven and earth, there was just the Word. And the Word was God. And God spoke the world into existence. And He spoke the world into existence. So since He spoke the world into existence, and His breath lies within us, because He breathed His breath to create life within us. So if His word is power, and word comes with breath, and His breath is within us, then why can't we speak our reality into existence just as God did, and God gave us His powers? You know what I'm saying? God gave us His powers. We are His children. We are Jesus Christ. We are Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ is His child. So we are Jesus Christ. We are His children. We are we are of Him. The breath that is coming out of us is from Him. He gave that to us. Yeah, He made us from dirt, dust. He molded us from dust. But without Him going and breathing His life and His essence into us, we wouldn't be able to be moving and interacting. So the mere fact that His essence lie within us, why don't we tap into that power that He gave us to create the realities that we want? So I'm not one of those gurus, TikTok witches, or whatever spirituality, blah blah blah. You know, I'm not white Jesus Christ either. I am one that believes in a higher power, and one that believes that there is a God, and that the God that there be lies within every single one of us. And in essence, we are God because we are His children. The Bible also says that He made us in His image. So when I look in the mirror, I'm supposed to be looking at God, you know? So if He made me in His image, when I look in the mirror, I'm looking at God. What do you mean I'm blaspheming? But with that being said, He gave us the power to manifest and to speak into being our reality. And I spoke all of you into being in my life. I did. I used the breath that God gave me, and I had a conversation with Him. And He, in turn, responded. And now I have y'all. I have every one of y'all that I love dearly. I have my brothers and sisters that I love dearly. And I'm talking about you guys. And um he has done that for me. And he has shown me how to go about manifesting my own reality. So why am I going to sleep on that? So that is something that I also want to, tap into a little bit. I don't want to dwell on it because that's not what my channel is about. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to lay and revel in it. I'm just going to put you guys on and you do with the information what you may or what you will or what you want to do with it. But before you go to bed, you don't have to write it down. You just have to whisper in a small breath. And when I say whisper in a small breath, I don't mean like, God, I want to be rich or God, I want $1 million in my bank account. I mean like whisper in breath. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God, for the wealth that I have accumulated over the years. Thank you for the financial stability that I now have. Even if you don't have it, even if you don't feel financially stable, even if you're moving from paycheck to paycheck, thank you for, and you have to believe it wholeheartedly. Thank you for the financial stability that I now have. Thank you for the loving relationship that I have with my family. Because a loving relationship don't necessarily mean that you're under them all the time. A loving relationship can mean I'm loving you from a distance. I love you, but you need to stay over there because that's you, you know? You and me can't cohabitate. So I love you over there. So it's still love. So you just whisper the things that you want as if you already have them before you fall asleep. You visualize it, visualize it, and you have a word with God and you thank you and be truly grateful when you say it. Just as how I am truly grateful for all y'all. Be truly grateful when you say it. And it may seem like it's taking a while. Once you start, it probably seems like it's taking a while, but I promise you that a month or two or so down the line, maybe a year down the line, you're gonna see everything start rolling in, and you don't even know when. You're just like, what, what? Like you don't know when to start, when to stop, where to go. It just keep coming in. It just keep pouring in. It just keep pouring in, and you will have that. One of the things that I spoke into being is my happiness. That's the one thing that I spoke into being, the my happiness and my peace of mind, and the ability not to be bothered by somebody else's opinion of me, like those things. So right now it's really hard for somebody to get under my skin. But those are things that I spoke my channel into being. I spoke. There's a lot of things that I spoke into being, so I know it works. You just need to step away a moment from everybody's idea of God and seek him for yourself. That's a key thing. The Bible tells you to seek him for yourself, but we keep following people. We keep following the church. We keep following what other people say. We keep following society, and that's the reason why we are still broke. That's the reason why we still don't have anything, because we're not seeking him for ourselves. We're seeking him through other people, and he didn't tell you to seek him through other people. He told you to seek him for yourself. And once you seek him for yourself, you you are gonna recognize something, and you're gonna feel a warmth and a love. Cause I can feel it. Whenever I talk about it, I feel a warmth and a love like I've never felt before. So I know. So before you fall asleep at night, just have that little talk with him and tell him everything that you don't have that you want. Tell him thank you for all of them and mean it, and you'll have it. So I've been on here for 3 hours and 23 minutes now, and I have you guys been with me, stay with me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get off live now, so if you have anything that you want to say before I go, you're more than welcome to say it. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds before I end it and go make a sandwich. I'm supposed to be on intermediate fasting, but I'm hungry, so I'm gonna weigh myself first though. And if I weigh myself and it's scary, then I'm not gonna eat. But if I weigh myself and it's still where I want it to be, then I'm gonna eat. All right, nobody has nothing that they want to say. All right, love y'all. Bye.